Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're tackling something I'm sure is on everyone's mind.
Hmm.
How to actually use data to drive revenue, not just get, buried in it.
Right. It's not enough to just have data anymore. You really need to be able to get useful insights out of it and then actually use those to do something. Which brings us to revenue analytics software.
Exactly. And our roadmap for this deep dive is this great article called 10 Best Revenue Analytics Software to Boost Your Business. And I know a lot of you listening, you're in sales, you lead revenue teams, you probably are already using, some kind of data analytics.
Yeah.
But today we're going deeper. We're talking about using this software to really unlock your revenue potential.
So think about those late nights you spend hunched over spreadsheets trying to figure out why deals are stalling or where revenue's leaking out. Revenue analytics software can really help you pinpoint those things, bottlenecks, opportunities, in a way that spreadsheets just can't.
Okay, so to get started, let's define what this software actually does. It's more than just sales figures, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Think of it as like a central hub that takes in data from your whole business, your CRM, ERP, marketing platforms, everything, and it analyzes all of it to find patterns in your revenue streams and customer behavior and even trends in product sales. So you get a complete picture of your revenue engine.
So it's like having X-ray vision for your business, showing you the hidden stuff you wouldn't see otherwise?
Yeah, exactly. And the key here is that it's not just about making reports, it's about using those insights to create strategies you can actually put into action.
Hmm.
For example, imagine you're a CRO who needs to increase revenue, and let's be honest, who doesn't? You could spend hours going through spreadsheets, or you could use this software to quickly see which types of customers are the most profitable and then change your sales strategy based on that.
That makes a lot of sense. So instead of going after every single lead, you can focus your energy on the ones that have the biggest potential.
Exactly. Working smarter, not harder.
I like it. Okay, so we've established this type of software can really change the game. What kind of specific benefits can our listeners expect to see?
So let's look at some real-world examples. One big benefit is being able to spot new revenue opportunities that you might be missing. For example, the software could analyze your customer data and see that, oh, customers who buy product A are really likely to buy product B too.
Oh, interesting. So then you could use that knowledge to create specific marketing campaigns or even adjust your sales scripts to really capitalize on that.
Exactly. It's about using data to guide your decisions and make sure every interaction counts.
What about improving sales performance? I know a lot of sales leaders struggle with getting consistent results from their teams.
Well, that's where the actionable insights we talked about earlier come in. So, for example, the software can analyze sales calls and find patterns in the ones that close successfully. Maybe your top performers are consistently asking a certain question or dealing with a specific concern from customers. You can then use that data to coach everyone else and improve their close rates too.
So instead of relying on hunches or just what you remember, you're actually using data to copy what's working. That's really cool.
It's all about data-driven coaching. Now, another big benefit, and one that people sometimes overlook, is being able to streamline your operations. Think about all the manual stuff your team has to do, like entering data, creating reports, even just trying to get data from different systems to work together.
Ugh, tell me about it. I've spent way too much time on that.
Great. Revenue analytics software can take care of a lot of those tasks automatically, which frees up your team to focus on more important things, like strategy and really engaging with your customers.
Yeah, that's a huge boost to productivity. And it's not just about internal efficiency either, right? It can lead to a better experience for your customers too.
Definitely. By streamlining your operations and getting a clearer view of your customer's whole journey, you can spot and eliminate the frustrating parts that make for a bad customer experience.
So it's about getting rid of friction and making it easier for customers to do business with you. And in the end, that leads to higher customer satisfaction and people sticking around longer.
Exactly. Happier customers mean more revenue.
Makes sense. Okay, so we've covered the what and the why of this software. Now let's dive into the features that are really important when you're choosing a solution.
So first off, data integration is crucial. The software needs to be able to connect with your existing systems seamlessly. You don't want to be stuck manually exporting and importing data that defeats the whole purpose of automation.
Right, right. What about those customizable dashboards I hear people talking about?
Oh, those are really important. You need to be able to see your data in a way that actually makes sense to you. A good revenue analytics platform will let you track the specific KPIs that are important to your business, at a glance.
Okay, so No more getting overwhelmed by a ton of data. You can
Yeah.
just focus on the stuff that helps you make decisions.
Exactly. And another crucial feature, especially these days with the market being so unpredictable, is revenue forecasting. You need to be able to see challenges and opportunities coming.
Yeah, it's about being proactive, not reactive.
A good forecasting feature should be able to project trends based on your historical data so you get a much clearer picture of what's coming.
And for anyone out there running a subscription business, make sure to look for a tool that can track things like monthly recurring revenue, annual recurring revenue, and churn rates. Those are like the vital signs of your business.
Yeah, knowing those metrics inside and out helps you understand not only how much revenue you're making, but also what's actually driving those numbers.
It's about digging deeper. Understand the why behind the numbers.
Exactly. And that's how you make strategic decisions that actually make a difference.
So we've laid a good foundation here for what revenue analytics software is all about.
Yeah.
But we're just getting started. In part 2 of our deep dive, we're going to spotlight a few of the coolest tools from this article with details on what people are saying about them. We'll break down what makes each one unique and who it might be a good fit for. Stick around. You won't want to miss it.
Okay, so let's get to the software spotlight. We're not going to, just throw a huge list of tools at you. We picked out a few that really stand out.
Sounds good. We don't want to overwhelm everyone.
Yeah.
So which one are we starting with?
Let's talk about Meet Record. It's really interesting to me because it kind of bridges that gap between sales enablement and revenue analytics.
Yeah, I've heard of them. They've been getting a lot of attention. What exactly makes them so special?
Well, imagine this. You can actually spot check sales meetings to give feedback, see what could be improved, even build a library of best practice recordings.
Wow, that's pretty powerful. It's like having a virtual coach for your sales team.
Exactly. And it's not just about figuring out what went wrong. You can also use it to highlight what's working well and then, help the whole team replicate those winning strategies.
So it's not just about fixing problems. It's about taking what works and making it bigger. I like that.
Now, another tool that's making a splash, especially for those of you running subscription businesses, is ProfitWell.
Okay, I'm listening. What's the deal with ProfitWell?
Get this. They give you in-depth subscription analytics, including all those key metrics we talked about, MRR, churn, even customer lifetime value, all for free.
Wait, free? Seriously, there's got to be a catch.
Nope, no catch. They make money through other services, so they can afford to offer these awesome analytics tools to get people in the door. And their retain tool can actually help you recover failed payments automatically. Talk about maximizing revenue.
Wow, that's impressive. They're not only helping you analyze revenue, but also making sure you don't lose any. Killing two birds with one stone.
Now, for our last spotlight, let's look at a platform that's known for its real-time insights and customizable reports, ChartMogul.
I've heard good things about ChartMogul. They've been around for a while, right?
Yeah, they've been a big player in subscription analytics for years. And for good reason, they have a great range of plans, from a free option for small businesses all the way up to, enterprise-level solutions for the big players.
So there's something for everyone.
Exactly. And one thing I really like about ChartMogul is how focused they are on user experience. Their platform is super intuitive, even if you're not, a data expert.
Because let's be real, not everyone loves digging into complex dashboards.
Yeah.
We need something that's easy to understand and use.
For sure. And they've got some impressive numbers to back up their claims. ChartMogul has tracked over 160 million subscriptions and analyzed billions of transactions.
Wow, that's a lot of data. It sounds like they really know what they're doing.
They do, and they've got tons of happy customers from all sorts of industries.
Okay, so we've got 3 very different tools here, each with their own strengths and features. How does a sales or revenue leader know which one is right for them?
That's the big question. Remember, it's not about finding the absolute best revenue analytics software. It's about finding the best fit for your specific needs and priorities.
So it's not a one-size-fits-all kind of thing.
Definitely not. Before you even start looking at specific tools, spend some time really figuring out what your business needs. What are your biggest challenges with generating revenue? What are the must-have features for you? What's your budget like?
It's about understanding your starting point and where you want to go.
Exactly. Once you've got a good handle on that, you can start checking out different platforms and see which one lines up with your vision.
Makes sense. And don't just jump in. Schedule demos, try out the platforms, and get a feel for which one really works with your workflow and how your team operates.
It's like test driving a car. You wouldn't buy one without driving it first, right? Same idea here.
Totally. Okay, before we wrap up this section, let's go back to those key features we discussed earlier. those must-haves for revenue leaders.
Of course. So, number one, data integration. It has to be seamless. The software needs to talk to your existing systems. Nobody wants to go back to manual data entry.
Ugh, no way. That's like going backwards in time. And what about those dashboards? We talked about those a bit
Yeah,
ago.
customizable dashboards are key. You want to be able to see the KPIs that matter most to you, the ones that will help you make decisions.
So no more information overload, just the good stuff you actually need, presented in a way that makes sense.
Right. Now, revenue forecasting this is a big one, especially now with the market being so, up and down.
Yeah, you got to be prepared for whatever comes your way.
A solid forecasting feature will let you project trends based on your past data, like having a crystal ball, but with real numbers.
Nice. And for our listeners running subscription-based businesses, which features should they be paying extra attention to?
Tracking those recurring revenue metrics is absolutely essential. We're talking about MRR, ARR, churn rates. They're the vital signs of your business.
So it's not just about how much money you're making, it's about understanding the trends that are driving that revenue.
Exactly. And don't forget about usability.
Hmm.
The software should be easy to use and navigate.
Yeah, if it's too complicated, people just won't use it. What's the point?
Exactly. The goal is to empower your team with data, not scare them away with a bunch of confusing dashboards.
Right, right. Okay, we've covered a lot here, but we're not quite done yet. In the last part of our deep dive, we're going to zoom out and look at the bigger picture. What does this all mean for you, the revenue leader? What steps can you actually take to start using the power of revenue analytics and grow your business? Stick with us. We've got some valuable stuff coming up. Okay, now we've talked about what revenue analytics software is, why it's important, and we even looked at a few examples. But let's bring it all together for our listeners. What's the big takeaway here? What does it all mean for someone leading a revenue team?
The big takeaway is that revenue analytics software isn't just something that's nice to have, it's a necessity now. We're in a data-driven world, and you can't just rely on gut feeling or intuition anymore. You need solid data to make good decisions, and that's exactly what this kind of software helps you do.
So we're moving away from those gut feeling decisions and toward, a more data-driven approach.
Exactly. It's about ditching those late nights with spreadsheets and getting clear insights that can actually help you grow, measurably grow.
And not just better decisions, but faster decisions too, right?
Yeah.
Everything moves so fast these days. Being able to react quickly is so important.
Absolutely. Revenue analytics software gives you real-time insight into your business so you can spot problems, jump on opportunities, and basically adapt to changes way faster than your competitors.
So you're always in the loop. You always know what's going on.
Think about it this way. Imagine you're a CRO and you're under pressure to increase revenue. Where do you even begin? Well, revenue analytics software can be your secret weapon. It gives you the information you need to make good decisions about your pricing, your sales strategy, how you get new customers. You can see which customer groups are the most profitable. You can make your sales funnel more efficient. You can even predict future revenue pretty accurately.
So it's not just looking back at what happened. It's using data to actually shape what happens next in your business.
Exactly. That's what makes it so powerful. You go from a place of not knowing to a place where things are clear and you can be confident in your decisions.
Okay, so before we wrap up, let's give our listeners some concrete steps they can take right now to start using revenue analytics in their own businesses.
First thing is to take a look at your current data situation. What data are you already collecting? What systems are you using? Where are the biggest problems you're running into when you try to analyze data?
So getting a clear picture of where you're starting from.
Right. Then figure out your goals. What do you want to achieve with revenue analytics? Increase sales, reduce churn, boost customer lifetime value.
And once you know what you're aiming for, then you can start looking at different software and seeing which one fits your needs best.
And don't be afraid to ask for help. There are lots of resources out there, consultants, online communities that can help you navigate the world of revenue analytics.
Yeah, it's a journey, not a sprint.
Well said. And the sooner you start that journey, the sooner you'll start seeing the benefits.
That's great advice. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into revenue analytics software. It can really change the game for those of you in sales and revenue leadership, giving you the insights and tools you need to really grow your business. We hope you found this episode helpful and empowering. Now go out there and use the power of data to take your business to the next level. Until next time.